we'll start with Ms. Novicki. You've all spoken about economic development and bringing in new business. Can you elaborate on how you will make that happen? You have 1 minute.
In a nutshell, as I've said already, I think the first thing is to put a priority on economic development. It requires having a proactive first selectman who puts that at the top, the very top of the town's priorities. I will do that. I will meet with the businesses in this town, large and small, get their views. I will meet with commercial real estate agents in this town. I will meet with developers in this town and outside this town. I will meet with the property owners and to see how we can develop a plan that can get some of these big properties moving. I will ensure that we have new materials that are on new platforms to enable us to outreach as far and wide as we can and to sell orange so that we get the kind of tax revenues we need to make.
Thank you, Mr. D'Angelo.
Okay. Like we've all three of us said, it's definitely challenging, but I also think that we need to find the right business that's for orange. We can't just throw out businesses and hopefully they make money. There's a lot of research that goes on. There's a lot of planning that goes on. So with that being said, you know, we'll talk to as many people as we can and figure out different solutions of how to bring businesses in, but it takes time. So I think that, you know, a bunch of retailers would benefit from orange, but we have to find the right one to do that. Thank you.
And Mr. Sealy.
I think candidate Novicki was reading my notes over here. I think that, quite honestly, if you came and spent time with me, you would see how many property owners that I do currently deal with, commercial realtors, and the likes as far as that, plus the state economic development arm, the New Haven region arm, the Town of Orange Economic Development Corporation arm. I leave you with this thought: 6,200,026 square feet of space in the town of Orange between retail, office, and industrial. And there's a 4.5% total vacancy rate, 281,000 feet out of 6,200,000 square feet. So we have worked very hard to keep Orange vibrant and moving, and that is what attracts other businesses that want to be here.
Thank you. Mr. Sealy, the next question goes to you. All the candidates agree that improvements in infrastructure and roads need to be done. Where will the money come from?
It depends on what the project is. That was actually the question for the Orange Times, kind of, this week. Small projects are covered through town budget. The $275,000 approximately from Town Aid Road, which, according to the budget as it's been proposed to us now, is going to remain for each year of the budget from the state. Fund balance or bonding. Not all the same. Each project has to be evaluated. Orange is spending approximately $1.5 million a year, plus or minus, on refurbishment of roads, whether it's a total repave, a skid pave, a reclamation. That has to be done. We have over 110 miles of roads in town. Some of those roads are more than 80, 100 years old. I mean, roads that are currently used. We get about a 40-year lifespan out of those roads. Our Public Works Department does a constant evaluation, and every year that list is added to what will be in the 5 years, 10 years as we move forward. It's studied continually.
Thank you. Mr. D'Angelo?
I think that, you know, we have to keep up with, you know, the roads. We have the main Route 1. I know that's been paved in the past. But we also need to evaluate the budget of where we can spend money. We need to get as much grants as we can to fund those projects from the state. So with all that being said, I think we are on the right path. Roads are getting paved and what the case may be, but I think we're on the right path. We just need to figure out how we can be cost effective while doing so.
Thank you.
Thank you. The resources come from our budget, come from the state, and come from bonding where necessary. And I believe that for routine repairs, we should be budgeting for those repairs and keeping up with them on a yearly basis. And for The larger projects we need to bond. Thank you.
And the last question, we'll start with Mr. D'Angelo, and it's an interesting one to end on. And the question is, who did you vote for in the 2016 presidential election and why? I think we're going to know Mr. Zioli's answer.
Well, wow, okay, I was registered Republican, now I'm registered independent. So for that answer, I guess the candidate I did was I wanted to see change. Republicans and Democrats weren't getting the job done, so I wanted to see an outside source. Does that mean I agree with some of the things that are happening now? Of course not. But I wanted to see fresh change. That's why I'm running now. It's because leadership isn't really working. So why not get a fresh face? I'm a young face, and I want to see change on that kind of level, fresh in the minds. Democrats and Republicans at a national level aren't getting the job done. So I wanted to see somebody who really didn't have experience like myself, and learn as much as I can on the campaign trail, and hopefully I can bring positive change that nobody's really seen before.
Okay.
So I'm trying.
Let's go ahead.
I voted for Hillary Clinton because she best represents the values that I believe in and that I stand for, and the Democratic Party represents the support to the working people of this country. It also stands for respecting and integrating diversity into our political life, whether it's ethnic diversity or diversity of women in politics. So I'm proud to say I was a Hillary supporter. Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, Mr. Zioli.
This one is easy for me, because all those veterans out there that have gone to fight to give us the right to make our own decision. And my decision for this presidential election was, I did not vote for either candidate. Neither candidate represented what I wanted to see. Were there candidates in the primary earlier that did represent thoughts that I liked? Absolutely. There were Democrat and Republican candidates that I liked. But the two that ended up in the runoff, I do not have values in common with the current president. I just can't. Maybe if I had $1 bazillion, I'd think like that. I don't. And Ms. Clinton, I couldn't vote for Hillary. I just couldn't. I didn't find her to be honest. I didn't find her to be forward going. I mean, either one of them. You had your choice. I voted for neither. Thank you.
Thank you. That ends the question, the audience submitted questions, so I'll turn things back over to Mr. Cohen.